name is Adaeze Ibik. I'm a final year PhD student at the University of Toronto, and I'm studying astronomy and astrophysics. I am studying very bright explosions in the universe, specifically fast radio bursts and very luminous supernova. So fast radio bursts, they are very short lightning from very distant universe. We have known them to be coming from outside the Milky Way galaxy, which is our own galaxy. We still do not understand their origin or what is causing them. So my work is to try to understand where they are coming from and try to also understand what is causing the emission. During my final year as an undergraduate, I took a course on astronomy. That was my first encounter with astronomy, and I was fascinated by how much we can learn about our universe and all the things around us. So I picked up interest from there. I think I joined the amateur club, astronomy club at the point at that time, and then I started joining them to do all the interesting outreaches, creative model telescopes, and even real ones. And that was when I learned about an opportunity to participate in a summer school where we had international and local instructors teach astronomy in a very interesting way. So that was when I would say I developed a passion for astronomy. So cultural astronomy is the study of the many ways we as a people and our cultures interact with the celestial bodies and our environment. It might not be scientific per se, but those are our intuitions, which are valid and also relevant to in the field of astronomy, because they represent how we perceive distance. So I am from the Igbo tribe of Nigeria, which is majorly in the eastern part, the southeastern part of the country. So the Igbo people have what we call the Igbo cosmology. So the Igbo cosmology is the way the Igbo people connects with celestial bodies. One concept that we have in connection with astronomy is the concept of time. The Igbo man has studied time using the celestial bodies. So for example, we know that the earth revolves around the sun. We also know that the moon revolves around the earth, and we have a lot of connections with this thing. So the repetitive movement of the sun and the moon and the unending cycles of the seasons of the year, Igbo man believes that time is also in cycle. So that's a major aspect of everything else. So for example, we have the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, and these things repeat itself each day. So there are activities that are assigned for morning, some activities are assigned for afternoon, some for evening. The moonlight time, especially when there is a full moon, is when there is what we call the moonlight tales. So the elders in the community gives out their time telling stories from back in the day to people. It has to be done at night when the full moon is out. The lunar calendar is based on the monthly cycles and phases of the moon. So, the moon have different phases. So each phase has 28 to 29 days to repeat itself. And that is what they use to form the lunar calendar. And so in a year, for example, the moon would complete that cycle 13 times. The Igbo calendar is following the moon or the lunar calendar. Because of that, the Igbo cosmology has 13 months. So we have 4 days that makes up a week. The month is actually made up of 28 days in the Igbo calendar. So that's That's the way it works. So 7, I think 7 is makes up. Yeah. For each of the days, there are activities permitted to happen on those days. The chief priest is their job to monitor the moon, its rotation, and how it's affecting the planting season. So they have now noticed that, okay, when the moon is at the new moon, some plants do so well, and so they would target new moon to plant. So they've done their research and they follow the calendar that way. The pale blue dot is an image taken by a satellite on its way out of the Earth. It was made to turn around and take a picture of the Earth, and then you can see how all of us just looks like a tiny dot. And so that reminds me how small everything looks and how we are all into that tiny dot, no matter our race, no matter the tribe, no matter where we come from. And so again, highlighting the fact that we are one under one sky. Every time you look up, it's the same sky we are all seeing. And so I like that part for astronomy a lot. And I think we need to start embracing the unity and the diversity.